In this video, I am going to teach you how you can publish your own Android application on Google Play Store. So back in the previous video, I have taught you how you can build the Android application. After building the Android application, the next stage is to publish that application so that entire world can install the application. And also you can make side income as a hobby app developer from Google Play Store. Now to make things simple, I have made a simple checklist. In this video, we will go through the checklist one by one. This will teach you all the necessary steps which you have to take before publishing your application on Google Play Store. Remember that policy and the rules, regulation, these are very important on Google Play Store because these days Google Play Store has very strict rules for the review of the application as well as the policies of the apps. This will be a very interesting video, so stick with me till the end, and by the end of this video you will learn each and every process and steps which are essential for you to publish your application on the Google Play Store App Store. And if you are lucky, then you can convert your hobby of making apps into a full-time work and earn money from it. So now let's begin with the video. The first thing is quality and technical readiness. Now before you go ahead and create the Play Store console account and pay the registration fee, the first and very most important thing is prepare your application for the production. The first point is the target API level. So what is the target API level? Basically the API level is the Android version. So when you are building an app in production, you have to make sure that your Android application support the latest version of Android. At the time of this recording, the latest version is the Android version 17. So how to set the target API level? It is very simple. You have to open the Android Studio. Open the Android Studio, and inside the Android Studio, open the Gradle file on the app module level. So inside this file, there is a compile SDK number. So here we will add the 37 because at the time of this recording video, the highest SDK number is the 37. 37 means Android version 17. So my application will support the Android version 17 max to max. And also in the default configuration inside the target SDK, make sure you write 37, which is the latest number. So by setting a compile SDK number and the target SDK number, we set the highest compatibility of our application to the Android version. So as of now, it is API level 37. 37 means Android 17. So our application is compatible with the latest target API level. Hence the first point is done. Now the second point is the build format. So when you build the application, which is a production build, make sure the end file should be the Android app bundle, especially if you are publishing your app to the Google Play Store. You can create .apk file, but .apk file is suitable if you are publishing your application on your own website. But if you want to publish your app on Google Play Store, Android app bundle is very essential. So when you build the application, the final build stage, make sure you create .aab, which is the Android app bundle. Third point is the app signing. I have made a dedicated video going in depth on how to sign your own Android application. The video link is given in the description below. If you are interested, go check it out. But long story in short, you have to sign your own Android application with your own Keystore file, which are essential to enroll in the Google Play Store. So third point is done. Now the fourth point is optimization and shrinking, which means enable the ProGuard and enable minification and shrink resources to shrink the size of your application. Now how to do optimization and shrinking is open Android Studio, and inside the Gradle build file, these two lines you have to add it into the release build type. This will minify and shrink all the resources. At the same time, you also have to add the ProGuard. Now what is ProGuard? In future I will make video on ProGuard because ProGuard in itself is a very large concept which deserves its own video. So you have to enable ProGuard and shrink and minify resources in the release build. So optimization and shrinking is done. Next is the clean debug code. You have to remove any debug code or any hard-coded API keys or any hard-coded strings which may not need in the production of the application. So remove all the debug code. So this point is also done. The next is the performance audit. So before publishing your application, check for the performance. Make sure there are no memory leaks. Make sure all the backend of the application is working properly. At the same time, also make sure all the API keys are securely done in the environment variable instead of hard coding. And the app speed is also important. Test your app on the older budget phones to check the app speed. It should work fast and should deliver a reliable user experience. So a performance audit is done too. So once the quality and technical requirements are properly satisfied, now next is the very important stage. The next stage is to create the Play Store account and create an app listing. Now how to do it? Let me show you step by step. So before we upload app icon, feature graphics, screenshot, metadata, we need to create a Play Store account. So how to create a Play Store account? To create a Play Store account, go to the URL googleplay.com/console/signup, and then this is the page to create a console account. So first step is you have to select whether you are an organization or you are an individual. If you are a business, then you can select any business or non-profit business or any company. But if you are an individual or build an application as a hobby or want to make money as a hobby from Android apps, then you can choose this second option, which is yourself. Click on the Get Started option. Now here are the requirements which you need to create a developer account. First is an email ID, which is the obvious thing. First and most important is you have to pay 25 USD registration fee. This 25 USD registration fee is a one-time payment. Unlike Apple, you have to pay 25 USD just once at the time of registration. Once the registration is done, then you can upload as many applications as you want on Google Play Store for free. No need to pay extra or no need to pay anything for publishing new applications. So after paying this 25 USD fee, you will get the Google Play Store account. So I have my own Google Play Store account which I have created back in the year 2015 when I was in college. That's why I will not click on continue and will not proceed because I already have the account. So now let me show you my own account. So this is my account, and obviously I will blur out all the sensitive stuff on the screen. So I will teach you each and every process, and the process is still same, only the slight here and there policy differences might be there at the time of watching this video. So now you have created a Play Store account. Now what is next? Next is to create application. On the right corner of the screen you will see a small button named Create Application. Click on this button. Now after clicking on Create App button, you will get a screen in which you will add all the app details such as app name, package name, the language of the application, and then you have to select whether it is a app or a game, and you also have to select whether it is a free or it is a paid. Yes, you can sell application games on Google Play Store even as an individual account. That's why I said as a hobby app developer or game developer, Google Play is an excellent store. So after selecting all of this, go down below and there is a declaration. Click on this both declaration. After clicking on both of this declaration that you accept US export law as well as you confirm that your app meets developer program policies. This is very important. Don't just blindly go through this. Read all the developer policies properly and make sure your app is compliant to each and every policies. Now developer policy is very long. It requires its own video to go in depth, and the policies are keep changing each and every year. So you have to keep yourself up to date with all the policies, privacy policies, developer policies and Google policies when you build application on Google Play Store. After filling all the details, you can click on the button which is at the bottom right corner, Create App button. But I will not click on this button because this is the production dashboard which I have on Google Play Store. But in your case, you have to click on this button and create application. And what to do after creating application, let me show you. After clicking on create application, now the next step is to upload the assets. Now keep in mind that here is little bit difference. I already have an application on Google Play Store named Notes on Screen. So instead of me creating a brand new application, I'm going to update this existing application to show you the process of how to create a listing on Google Play Store. The process is exactly same. The only difference is here I am updating my own application, but in your own case you have to do the same stuff which I am doing, but you are creating a brand new application. So now this is how the dashboard of app looks like. On the left corner you will see there are options, dashboard, statistics, publishing overview, protect with play, and these four tabs are essential for us as of now. Now let's come back to our checklist. So before going to the Google Play Store listing, first we need the assets to upload on the Google Play Store. So the first thing is the app icon. Now when you create an app icon, it needs to be in PNG format and the size should be 512 by 512 pixel, and it should not exceed more than 1024 kilobytes, which means roughly 1 megabyte. Now you can create your own app icon in any photo editing application or image editing applications such as Affinity, Adobe Photoshop, GIMP, etc. But let me show you a small hack in which you can get the Google Play Store icon. Open the Android Studio and on the left side you will see there is a project window. Click on the project window and then click on the app module. Inside this app module, go to the src folder. Inside this, go to the main, and then inside this main folder you will see a ready-made Google Play Store app icon available. You can click on this to check the app icon. Android Studio automatically creates a Google Play Store compatible icon inside the project structure. All you have to do is take this file and drag and drop into the Google Play Store console. Let me show you how. Open your Google Play Store console, and on the left side corner you will see there is a Grow Users tab. Click on this tab. Inside this tab you will see the store presence. Click on this tab and then go to the store listing, and then here you will see all your Google Play Store listing, which is a default listing. In your default listing, click on the edit default listing, and here in this listing you have to add all the essential stuff such as the app name, short description, full description, along with all the visuals. Inside visual, this is your app icon. You have to drag and drop that app icon file from your PC computer into here, and this is the app icon. So now the app icon is done in the checklist. Next is the feature graphics. Now the feature graphics should be in either PNG format or the JPG format, and the height and width should be 124 by 500 pixels. Now what exactly is the feature graphics? Let me show you what is the feature graphics on Google Play Store. Inside the Google Play Store, scroll down below, and here you will see a feature graphics section. You have to drag and drop your feature graphics here, and you will upload it on the Play Store. So how this feature graphics looks like on the Play Store? When you scroll through the Play Store, you might have noticed there are triangle shape graphics. These are the feature graphics. So when you upload the feature graphics here on the Play Store console, these graphics are shown like this in a rectangle format in the App Store listing. Now come back to our checklist. The feature graphics is uploaded. Next is the screenshot. You have to upload minimum 2 screenshots, and make sure those screenshots should be 16:9 or 9:16 ratio. And you can upload the phone, tablet, or the foldable wares if it is applicable, screenshots of those devices. But generally when I create application, mostly I upload phone and tablet size screenshot on Google Play Store. Now where to upload this screenshot? Now let's go back to our Google Play Store. Inside our Google Play Store there is a section to upload the screenshot. This is the section. You have to drag and drop all the screenshot into this section and fill up this section. There is a phone screenshot section, and if you scroll down below there is a tablet screenshot section, and you can also upload more screenshot if you need, like 10-inch tablet, Google Chromebook screenshot, or Android XR screenshot, etc, etc. So now the screenshot is done too. Now next is the most important, which is the metadata. Now where to upload this metadata? Go back to the Google Play Store. Here you will see the app name. You have to mention the app name and the short description as well as the full description of your application. Fill up these 3 text boxes. After you're done with this, adding app name, short description, full description, screenshots, now your store listing is ready to save. Click on the next button and then save the store listing. So my listing is already saved because I have not made any changes into it, but in your case you have to click on the save button and then save it. The save button is given at the bottom right corner. Click on this button to save the store listing. So now our store listing is properly done. So the store listing asset checklist is completely done. Now the next is the policy and the compliance checklist. Keep in mind that Google Play Store policies are keep changing each and every year and each and every quarter. So you have to keep yourself up to date with all the policies. So first is the privacy policy. Host a public URL detailing all the data collection practice mandatory for all application accessing personal data or running on modern Android version. So basically what you have to do is create a privacy policy and upload it on your own website. In case if you don't have the website, you can simply create a Google document and then create a public URL of the document and then add that URL into your Google Play Store listings. After uploading the privacy policy on your website or creating Google Doc, now you have to add that URL onto your Google Play Store listing. Now how to do it? Open the Google Play Store and then on the left corner click on the monitor and improve. Inside this click on the policy and program, and inside this go to the app content. Inside the app content there are 2 tabs. In case if you have not mentioned the privacy policy URL, then it will appear under this need attention tag. But since I have already given the privacy policy URL on the Google Play Store listing, it will appear on the action tag. So scroll down below. So here you will have to copy paste the privacy URL of your own application. application. Now in my case, I have already added my privacy policy URL. In your case, you have to copy paste it your own URL here. Now the privacy URL is done. Now next is the account deletion link. Now if you are creating an application which has user login or user account, then it is essential to give user account deletion link, which means user need to have the feature to delete the entire account from the server. So in my case, this current application don't have the account to create a user, so I don't have to add any deletion link. Next is the app content declaration. Now you have to give their app content rating, whether the app is for 18 plus or 12 plus or 15 plus. Now to add the content rating of your application, go to the policy program and then app content, just like previously, and then you will notice a section of content rating. Click on this content rating section, and then you have to add the content rating of your application. So now the content declaration is done. Now next is the permission audit. Now permission audit is essential that first you have to check if your app has any unnecessary permissions or not, such as location, SMS or read external storage. There are certain permissions in Android which are considered as a very privacy sensitive permissions, such as location, SMS or read external storage. In case if your application don't need such a privacy sensitive permissions such as location or SMS, then remove those unnecessary permission, because your app might get rejected if you have the sensitive permission in your application. If your app has a core feature which is dependent on this permission, then in such cases you can keep this permission. For example, if you are building a SMS application, then you can keep the SMS permission because SMS is your core feature. But if you are building any other application which doesn't require SMS feature and you are still adding the permission of SMS or location, then that is absolute no. You have to remove all the unnecessary permission from your Android manifest.xml file. So now the permission audit is done. Now let's move ahead with the last and the important section, which is testing and release management. So now for testing application, the general process is first you have to upload your application to the closed track testing and then test your application with the small group of users. That's a traditional way of testing the application. So at the time of this recording, Google has a rule that if you have created a brand new Google Play Store console account and you are registered as an individual person, then you have to first upload the app in a closed testing instead of the production. And inside the closed testing, you need at least 12 testers, which means 12 users who are installing and using your application. And after you get the 12 testers, the next is you have to keep those testers for 14 days continuously. Once those 12 testers have successfully keep and using your application for 14 days without any issue or without any crashes, then you are eligible to publish application in a production channel. So when you publish your app in a production channel, then the app is available worldwide to each and every users. Now let me show you how to upload your application.aab file into the closed testing channel. In your Google Play application, I already have the closed testing channel, so ignore this for a bit. Inside your Google Play Store on the left side, so in your Google Play Store on the left side, you can go to the test and release section. Inside this section, go to the testing tab. Inside testing tab, you will see open testing, closed testing, internal testing. We have to push the app to the closed testing, so click on the closed testing. Inside this closed testing, you have to create the track. There is a button create new release in a closed testing. Click on this create new release. So here you have to upload the Android.aab bundle. Click on the upload button. Select the location of Android app bundle. So this is the Android app bundle. Click on this and then this will upload the Android app bundle. This might take 1 or 2 minutes. So after uploading, this is how it looks like. So now we have uploaded the Android app bundle, and here we can see there is a API level 24 plus minimum and targeted is the 37. So scroll down below. Inside the release detail, add the details such as the release name, add the release notes for the application, and then once you fill all the details, click on the next button. In this screen, you can check on how many devices your app is compatible, and then after reviewing all of this, click on the save button, which is at the bottom right corner. Now we have saved our app to the closed testing. Now you can go to publishing overview. Inside this overview, we have this one changes which we can send for the review. Click on the submit one changes for the review. There is a button send changes for the review. Click on this and then our app has been sent to for the review. It might take 2-3 days, sometimes up to 7 days to review the application by the Google Play Store team. and then once review is done, the app will be live on Google Play Store. Now in case if you want to publish your application in the production channel instead of closed testing, once you get the production channel access, now go to the test and release tab on the left corner and then go to the production tab. Now keep in mind, if you have access of production, then this will open up. If you don't have access to the production tab, which means you need to do the closed testing with the 12 testers for 14 days, and then after 14 days it will be enable the production access if the app is performing properly. So in the production tab you can create a release button, and then here you have to upload the production app bundle. Click on the save button and then proceed to the review process. So this is how you upload the app to the Play Store and send it to review. So our closed testing and the production testing is done, and there is one more important thing that you have to test the in-app billing, just in case if you have the subscription or any in-app product. Then before uploading your app to the Google Play Store, verify and test the in-app billing and subscription is working or not. Now in my case, I don't have the in-app billing or in-app subscription which I need to test, because I have already tested that previously at the time of launching of the application. So in-app billing is already done. Next is the deep link verification. In case if your app has a deep links, then you need to verify whether the deep link works or not. Now my apps as of now don't have the deep link. So what is the deep linking? Long story in short, deep linking means when you click on the URL, your browser will check if the app is installed or not. If the app is not installed, Google Play Store will be open up. If the app is installed, then your app will open up. That's the deep linking roughly. So next is a stage rollout plan. In my case, it is not required. Generally the larger and bigger and complex application require the stage rollout process. Small and simple application can simply be tested on a device and then pushed on the Google Play Store to publish the application. So the stage rollout plan is also done. So that's the entire process of publishing your application on Google Play Store. Now at the time of recording, this is the process, but keep in mind that Google policies and the rules are keep changing quarterly. So when you upload your application, make sure you read all the Google Play Store policies and then upload your application on the Google Play Store. Hope you get the value out of this video. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day and bye bye.